Hey Misfits, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Shawnicorn of Shawnicorn Mindshift Coaching. I'm a trauma recovery coach. I am certified health and life coach, trauma-informed care practitioner, and a therapeutic arts facilitator. Today I want to address a comment that was left on my video, and I want to be very clear about something before I say anything else. I'm not mad at this person. This isn't about anger. What I'm doing here is stopping harm, because comments like this, even when they're well intended, can be really harmful. I found that sometimes even the best of intentions can cause harm. If someone earlier in their healing journey had seen that comment, or received that comment rather, they might have questioned themselves. They might have thought, are they right? Am I wrong? Yet I don't question myself because of that anymore. I'm far enough in my healing that I stand very firm on how I feel. I mean, yes, my mind can be changed. I'm always open to growth. However, this is not something that I decided upon lightly. This is something that I've been sitting with for years. The last time I spoke to my daughter was in May of 23, right after college graduation, the day I left. The only other time I had heard from her was August of 23, when she contacted me trying to force my hand to sign paperwork for my ex-husband so he could buy a home while we were still married. That was it. My son, the last time was also August 23 until June of 24, when my aunt was dying. And he only contacted me because my mother needed me. And it was that moment that I realized I refused to be an emotional support animal for my mother anymore. So that stopped me from going. I tell all of these things so perhaps you better understand family dynamics. Not that anyone needs to explain their lives to you for you to believe them. However, I'm giving context because this needs to be addressed. When someone tells you that they have a toxic family dynamic, it is not your job to decide that they are wrong. It's not your job to fix it. It's your job to listen and accept what they're telling you. Decisions like this are not made lightly. They come after countless sleepless nights, years of trying, and more tears than people have ever seen. I said this in my last video. I'm finally at peace with this decision. This choice has been the best one I've made where this is concerned yet. It's what feels good in my body. So when someone responds with advice like be kind or be the bigger person or kindness my friend, what that does is undermine everything I just shared. Whether you realized it or not, that kind of comment says, I didn't really hear you, or I know better than you. That's why it feels dismissive. I feel unheard and unseen by that comment. The other comments on the video, however, I felt very heard, very seen, very understood. This one was not that. Even with the best of intentions, it's not healthy advice and it's not helpful advice. Something I live by is thinking before I speak. I ask myself, is it helpful? Is it kind? I ask myself this before I talk to people. I ask myself this before I make videos, before I get out into the world. So when someone implies that I am not being kind after I just shared how much peace I finally found with my decision, that involved an incredibly painful decision at that, involving my adult child, that tells me they're not actually hearing me. I'm not angry, I'm educating, because I don't want someone else to receive a comment like that and walk away questioning themselves when they've already done the hardest work of their lives to get where they are. So please, don't do this to someone else. Don't tell people to override their own feelings for the sake of appearances. Kindness includes listening. Kindness includes respecting autonomy. Kindness does not ask someone to abandon themselves to make others more comfortable. That's all this is. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to stop harm and to name it when I see it. Thank you for watching, Misfits. Take care.